Heroes.
Welcome back to the Mormon and the Jew. I'm Josh Edelman.
I'm Seth Lawrence.
And we got a doozy today.
We do?
I think we got a little bit of a doozy.
I'm excited.
Today. Have you heard? I mean, this is like brand new. It happened and it got me excited and it made me want to talk about something.
Yes.
Did you hear this morning about the fire at the toilet paper factory?
Yes, I did.
And did you see the video of the guy?
I did not see the video.
So it's great. It's great.
First off, he does a self video though,
yeah,
right?
Well, he doesn't film himself. He films what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
But also his voice sound to me, it sounds exactly like the guy in Office Space, the stapler guy.
Yeah. That's my stapler. I'm gonna burn it down.
Like,
yeah.
You could have just paid me enough to live. He's just lighting the place on. You could just paid me enough to live.
Right. Which is insane.
Which is America. I mean, you know. So that's a cop over here. We got a cop.
I mean, look. How does this make sense? He's mad that he's not paid enough money.
Because
I'll burn it to the ground. Yeah. The only job I have.
Again, you gotta let. He doesn't. He's. Listen, you push people to the guy feels I don't have enough to live.
Right.
So I'm done. I'm done living. You know what?
Let me ask you this.
You know where it's cheaper to live? Prison. If you don't have enough to live here, you can live free housing in prison.
Golly.
It was and if you're gonna go to prison, go to prison with
forever.
With a bang. Go out with a bang. Do something to me. He's a legend. The internet the internet is ablaze with support for him.
No pun intended.
It's Luigi 2.0. Pun very intended.
But he's not even attractive, is he? Or is he an attractive guy?
He wasn't as bad
attractive
as I
arson?
expected.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, I know. I heard an interview with there were apparently around 20 employees in the warehouse at the time that he set it on fire.
Nobody died.
No, nobody died. But all the other employees were like, "What the heck, man? We could have been dead. He could have killed us."
Totally. We're pushing. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to put together what I call the anti-hero or American hero Avengers. The people that I could think of that throughout my life have done something against the law or whatever, but have inspired millions. Where the government and the police and the billionaires are very upset by X, Y, or Z person, but the people are like, we get it. The people are on their side, and this the Kimberly Clark Arsonist. Funny, like I only know it as the Kimberly. It's like Kimberly Clark is like the name of the company or the woman that owns the company.
All right.
The
I have no idea.
Also, name of a very hilarious stand-up comedian in Los Angeles, Kimberly Clark, has nothing to do with this.
Right.
But
very different person.
But the newest member, of
the
anti-hero
of the Avengers,
anti-hero Samuel L. Jackson, Nick Fury, showing up at his jail cell like you're the newest member of the anti-hero Avengers.
All right, so what is that line from Batman? It's these are the heroes we need right now, not the heroes we deserve.
Listen, we're in a world. There is a cabal of pedophile. Yeah, there is a pedophile cabal blowing up the world right now.
Also known as Democrats.
Pedophile cabal of billionaires blowing up the world right now. And the only people doing anything to make them scared, in recent days are
Israel and America.
is the Kimberly Clark Arsonist.
And Luigi Mangione.
And member number 2 of the anti-hero Avengers, Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. Man, all right. Well, I don't know who else I would add to this
I've got
a list?
I've got a couple more.
Okay.
But before we jump into the more, we got to stay with Luigi.
Right.
what was crazy about Luigi, and it was so obvious, and I'm probably not the only person who's ever had this idea, but I had in 2017 started writing a screenplay.
Okay.
Called CEO Killer.
Oh.
Which was about a guy pushed to his limit.
Yeah.
Who dresses up. Like the whole idea was that there's I'm not writing the script anymore, so feel free to steal it. There's a guy, there's like a Batman movie coming out, and like the trailers are all like Batman is beating up criminals on the street and like keeping people safe. But I was like, but the real criminals are the ones, making the opioids that are making us all addicted and not paying off our, we're paying them thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for health insurance, and then they're not covering us when we have a problem.
Right.
And so I have something happens to this wife. He's ex-military, and the first thing he does is just wants to get revenge for killing his wife, and he goes and he kills this health insurance CEO.
Wow.
And after killing the health insurance CEO, everyone is on his side. That's what you find. Everyone loves him. Nobody's
upset. You predicted Louis.
I was like, when this came out, I was like, why didn't you write?
That's crazy.
The script and sell it at the time? And then he goes out and he starts killing lots of CEOs, and everyone's on his side. It was like a big satire thing. And then at the end, the whole thing, and he's dressed up like the superhero from the beginning. And then the whole thing is at the end, the whole thing's just a movie, and the people in the boardroom's like, this one's relating a lot more to the people. This is
all right.
It's like it's
still
all controlled
twist.
by the corporations. This is what the people are really. This is what we'll make more money on.
Fascinating.
So Luigi would be clearly number 2. I mean, heartthrob. Everyone's rooting.
You
for
won't
him.
put him in number 1?
Well, no, just the second member of
just
our
one of the two.
We have two. We have
particular
two,
order.
We have 2 members of the
Okay,
of
so
the
he is
Avengers now. We got Luigi.
Right.
Now you're totally you're obviously like look at you. Look at you.
I'm against all of this.
You're Elliot Ness over here. Is,
I don't even like the Marvel movies because it gives too much power to the non-cops.
I agree with you. I've always said the problem with these superhero movies is that they make people think someone's coming to save us.
Right.
No
one's coming.
It's like, and that's
nobody's
why,
coming.
I think that's a big reason why they're so popular is people are so desperate to be saved.
Yeah.
And we want to believe that that these heroes, that these Marvel superheroes are coming to save us. Nobody's coming.
Yeah. Well, there is one person.
The best we got right now is Luigi Mangione and the Kimberly Clark Fires guy.
And we got them both. And we got in prison.
They're both.
They're not going to be doing any
nice,
more good.
It's nice that my initial 2 are dead. My other 2 that I have so far are dead. So it's nice that they're surviving.
Yeah,
it's nice that they have their chance in court. Like I don't remember if I was hearing this. Like it was people were having a tough time finding jurors for Luigi because too many people
knew about the case and
knew about the case, but also sympathetic
we're like,
already.
Yes, we get where he came from.
Yeah, we're all rooting for you, Luigi. we all hope to see you.
Well, did you hear about the guy
again.
who tried to get Luigi out of prison?
Nice. That guy could. If that guy succeeded, he would join.
Yes, but he did not succeed.
He
failed miserably.
If that dipshit kid Trump hired to fake his assassination
actually
got him, that would be
number 3.
That would be number 1. Gotta be fucking number 1. We have a spot for Captain America right here. All you gotta do is what everybody's hoping
saying they want to have happen.
Hoping you'll do.
Yeah.
Captain America might be an Iranian.
Terrible. Oh no.
Could very possibly have an Iranian.
It could be more American than that.
Speaking of Iran,
real
quick, just incredible. I want to give I want to give a shout out.
Yeah.
To President Trump.
Yeah.
For proving.
Yeah.
That for doing something I've never seen.
I'm so worried about where this is going to end up.
I've never seen any president do in history.
Yes,
Have you ever seen somebody lose a war so fast?
Wait, back up.
Like at this point,
you mean Iran losing so fast?
At this point,
they lost immediately.
At this point, all America, we don't have universal health care.
Okay.
People aren't making a living wage.
Well,
not
in the toilet paper factory.
Inflation is skyrocketing.
Yeah.
The tariffs are destroying us. This country has nothing right now other than,
for the sake of argument,
the thought of our military might. Other than that's the only thing that's
okay.
The only power we have in the world. We're in so much, like the only thing keeping people from collecting on the debt we owe.
So we have nukes.
Is the fear of our military might.
Okay.
And we go out and lose a war.
How did we lose? You're gonna need to back up.
Okay. Prior to the war, the Strait of Hormuz was opened.
Well, it was still under control of Iran.
It was open and free to pass through. in order to get the ceasefire,
yeah,
he had to allow Iran to charge tolls and control how many ships are going through. We lost American lives. They downed a jet of ours.
They downed a couple.
They downed a couple of jets.
But wait, how many American lives did we
lose?
Americans
are fleeing the UAE.
Yeah,
we're free. A friend of mine was going to do. Saudi Arabia was going to pay to bring a show of his to Saudi Arabia. It was like he was counting on this for like his years
to make the year, yeah.
And
they canceled.
Yeah. Like it has been nothing but devastating.
Oh,
gas prices have skyrocketed. America is in zero ways better off than we were before this war.
Yeah.
Give me one way in which we're better off.
We're so much safer.
We're so much safer. How many times have we obliterated their nuclear arsenal? And
that's a good question.
Did we even not get the uranium?
No, I think we diminished their ability. Like, it's hard to go in and extract the uranium.
Diminish their
but
ability.
Their ability to refine it and use it.
We've been saying they're on the brink for like decades.
I mean,
all I'll say is this. We had a deal. We had a deal with inspectors going in. Trump paid they're going to make $55 billion a year, supposedly, from the tolls in the Strait of Hormuz now. Obama gave them a couple $1 billion that was their own money, which we had just locked up to get them to let our inspectors come in and keep them from being able to make a nuke. Trump pulls out of that deal, kills American soldiers, gets the Strait of Hormuz closed, skyrockets our gas prices, puts us on the brink of potential famine. It is a disaster. The scale, it might be the biggest disaster in the history of our country's presidencies.
That's a fascinating
I think it's a bigger, like, it's, we've lost so fast and with no gains.
Oh, interesting.
There is no gain. There is no gain that I can see.
Well, we'll see how this actually all shakes out. I have not heard they've come to a finalized deal on any of this.
I'm sure, it's looking
like
bad.
A ceasefire is one thing.
It's so bad. It's looking so bad. They're bringing back Epstein. Melania, the war went so bad. Melania, we need you to go there. I do know nothing about Epstein. I know nothing.
Well, she did say that
Jeffrey Epstein did not sell me to Donald Trump for $200,000 on May 5th of 1997.
She did call for an open hearing. She wants an open hearing of all the victims.
I only met Jeffrey Epstein at the parties where the people were having sex with children that me and my husband Donald went to. I did not.
Oh, man.
I wish for all of the victims, including myself, to be at the
have an open hearing.
Have an open hearing.
Yeah.
Please save me. Help me. Help me. The whole time, there's like a little red dot on Melania's head as she's saying all this on stage.
If you
see a little laser pointer on her. But I did not know. My husband Donald know nothing about Jeffrey Epstein. The little dot on her forehead the whole time.
Oh man! If you want me to leave, vote in Donald Trump for third term, please.
We go, yes.
Oh my gosh!
If I had known anything about his crimes, I could not read or speak the language at the time his crimes were being committed. So I did not know the laws in this country were different than the laws.
Where did she come from anyway?
Who even
In
knows?
Serbia, Croatia, probably. Anyway, I think we have gotten rid of at least some sponsors of terrorism in Iran.
Yeah,
that is good.
And we definitely didn't create any new ones.
I don't think so. I think we made friends.
It's such a blunder of epic proportions. It's out of control.
Not even over yet. It's not even over yet. It's a ceasefire.
And it's like this chaos. It's like,
listen, don't worry, everybody. Donald Trump has got this under control. He's going
to
take care of it.
We're going to end up. As the New York Times once called him, Donald the Dove.
Yes.
Donald the Dove.
Donald the Dove. He brings peace.
Donald the Dove.
And I'm shocked.
I will eliminate an entire species
Industry.
of people. What did he say? What did he say? I will wipe out an entire.
Are you talking about what he talked about with Iran? Most
recently.
Yeah. Oh, he was just like, I'll bring you back to the Stone Age. Let's bomb them back to the Stone Age.
He said something about like wiping out the entire
the entire Iranian race of ethnicity.
Said,
I don't know what he said.
I'm gonna look it up because I posted it.
I just like that he dropped the F-bomb in his post. He's unhinged. We're gonna take over the Strait of Hormuz. That's what's gonna happen, or the island, whatever island it is that is key to their oil business.
A whole civilization will be wiped out.
There you go.
Night. A whole civilization. I'm going to take out a whole...
What are you talking about, war crimes?
Out of control. Okay.
He is out of control.
Okay. Anti-hero number 3.
3. Okay.
I'm going to save my favorite anti-hero for last.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're the one you're going to be the most
I know.
probably
I think
upset
which
about.
one you're going to pick.
You're probably right. You probably already know. But for number 3, I'm going to go with my boy. And this one's interesting because it's not like people were like, I think if this person had killed anyone, people wouldn't be on as much on his side. But it was very fun and very Avengers-y in his way. Killdozer. Killdozer for number 3. Do you know Killdozer?
I don't know who Killdozer is.
Killdozer was a guy. He had an auto repair shop.
Okay.
And he had all these fights with the city over things that he felt were causing his business to fail. And there was this concrete plant coming in, and he had the city sign these petitions that were shutting down the concrete plant, but then people got kind of tired of it. And the concrete plant went through, and they paid him a little bit of money, and he was angry about feeling like he was getting cheated. And then what he ended up doing was he was selling when he when his business went under and everything had failed and he had gotten money, whatever he had to accept. He was trying to sell off all the stuff, and the only thing that didn't sell was his bulldozer.
Oh, beautiful.
And he took it as
what's the market for that?
He took it as a sign from God that the bulldozer couldn't sell. So then he used all of the money he had gotten to deck out the bulldozer, to turn it into this makeshift tank.
Batmobile, yes.
And then one day, he just started driving the bulldozer through the city, took out the mayor's house, took out everything that anyone that
had wronged him.
Had wronged him.
City council gone,
destroyed
city hall,
destroyed half the city. Police couldn't stop him. I think even military stuff was taken in.
That's
and couldn't stop
crazy.
His tank. Eventually, he took down a hardware store. I guess he had some issue with his hardware store. And when he took down the hardware store, the tank got stuck.
Oh no!
And then he killed himself inside the. He unalived himself inside the tank. But Killdozer, I'd say one of the most important members.
That's amazing.
Of the Anti-Hero Avengers.
Yeah.
He's the one. He's like the Iron Man. He'd be like the Iron Man. He's the makeshift
the
Iron Man.
Yeah.
Creating the Killdozer mobile.
Oh my gosh, that's quite a story. What city was this
nicknamed Killdozer. So we got our assassin in Luigi.
Right.
We got our arsonist in the Kelly Clark Flyers.
Yeah.
And we got our
just the heavy artillery.
Our artillery guy in Killdozer.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an exciting
that is a good team.
Avengers so far.
That's fun. What city was this in? The Killdozer?
Let me look at. I forget. It was a small town guy.
I
think I have it up on my phone.
Of course.
I actually knew what I was going to talk about today, so I.
You had some prep.
I did some prep research. Marvin Heemeyer is his name, also known as Killdozer, in Granby, Colorado.
Okay.
Granby, Colorado.
Sure. Wow.
June 2004.
Oh, that's a while ago now. That's fascinating. Yeah, I can get behind wanting some revenge on city bureaucrats.
Yeah, who can't get behind wanting revenge?
So frustrating.
Killdozer's Killdozer's a debatably Republican member.
Yeah,
member
definitely
of the team.
Small business owner. He was waiting for some cuts.
Hey, listen, a lot of Democrats are small business owners.
Yeah. Whatever. Pizza shops, you mean?
Yeah, but.
All right, Killdozer. I like that. Number 3.
Killdozer.
Sure.
Okay. And then I'm curious. I have a 5th, but I can't get behind the 5th.
Yeah.
But who do you think is my 4th?
I mean, I'm going dark on this one. The guy who shot Charlie Kirk. That's what I think you're going to say.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I don't have him because also I don't think it's that kid. I don't think the kid.
Oh, you don't think it was him?
I don't think the kid. I've said from the start. I mean, listen, you're going to get into real conspiracy theory, Josh.
Wow.
1, I think the Trump assassination was staged. And
really?
2, I think they're also. They're also behind.
And JFK, where do you fall on that? Inside job?
It's not my era, so I'm not as obsessed with it
okay.
as the conspiracies of this time.
Sure.
But I think that kid is in prison for
someone else,
a thing that was done because Charlie Kirk was maybe they viewed him as too much of a rising star that was turning on certain things enough.
Buy into the Israel side of the conspiracy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not.
You should know.
I'm not personally going there, but I do think it was to drum up support, to turn to like
they wanted Erica Kirk to take over.
I think things were really hurting, and it was a drum up support move. Let's get Erica and Vance like becoming a thing. Like it feels
fascinating.
Scripted. I even read a thing that like they can't prove that the bullet used matches the guy's gun.
I think part of the issue is that they're saying it doesn't match, but there's only fragments that were found, which makes sense. That's just what happens.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's
everyone's used to this CSI
garbage. I think this kid
framed
made a joke online.
Yeah.
To his friends. I think this idiot kid
and
made
also
a joke.
Texted like a prolonged joke. He had a number of messages to his boyfriend, girlfriend, his day friend about what he'd done and where he was hiding.
I think he made
it was all fake.
I think it's fake.
Wow.
I think it's
fascinating.
I think it's
okay. Well, part of me is uplifted that you don't consider him as a fourth member.
Yeah,
of
no.
this.
I mean, Charlie Kirk's not the person.
You're trying to go for like non-violent Revengers.
No, the one I have is very violent. It's definitely the most violent of the most. He definitely killed someone that arguably had no business being killed, but I do the number 4.
Okay, let's hear
one of my favorite stories from start to finish.
Yes.
Charles Dorner.
I don't know who this is.
Charles Dorner. I'll remind you.
I'll probably remember. I just don't know the name.
It was a couple years. Maybe it was around 10 years ago.
Okay.
I can look up. Let me look up. I can look up the exact. See,
Charles
this is where we
Dorner.
really need the. This is where we really need.
We need a Jamie or whatever.
Yeah. Charles Dorner.
What do you think Jamie feels
2013.
like?
2013. 2013. Okay. Charles Dorner was a cop.
Okay.
Who became disillusioned with the police force.
Sure.
He was an ex-army guy.
Oh my gosh.
And he killed multiple cops, and he killed like the former police chief's daughter.
Oh, jeez.
And he wrote like, "This is what you do to families."
Wow.
Was like and then he was on the run, and the police were so scared that they like sent out the full force to take him down.
Oh my gosh.
They shot 2 Asian women in a car that wasn't the car he was driving because they said it looked similar to the car he was driving.
That's how freaked out they
were.
were.
They shot 2 Asian women who were delivering papers, delivering newspapers, and they also shot another guy it was in a car that wasn't resembling his car. At all. They put out they said they will give a $1 million reward for something that leads to the arrest of Charles Dorner.
Yeah.
And then Charles Dorner was like hiding out and like tied up these people in their house, and they got in touch with the cops and reported him.
Yeah.
The cops came and just burned the place down with him inside to kill him.
Gosh.
That was because they were so afraid of him. They didn't
What about the people? They let them out?
They judged, juried, and executioned him inside.
Right.
Just burned the place down with him inside.
Yeah.
And then I believe, eventually I did try to make sure of this. I believe there was an initial attempt, and I'm not 100% on this.
Yeah.
There was an initial attempt to not pay the reward because they claimed that the reward was for information that led to his arrest.
Oh, and because they chose not to arrest him?
Not led to his murder.
What lawyer did they get in on that deal?
But eventually they did pay out like
yes,
$800,000
we burned your house down.
The $1 million
They didn't even pay out the full $1 million?
The people they shot got...
Yes.
The 2 of them got $4 million.
Their estate did.
And one of them got $2 million. No, they survived.
Oh, okay.
But
what a topsy-turvy story this has been.
But man, was L.A. on that fucking guy's side while it was going down?
Wow.
And again, you like he says these things, and then you go out and just straight up prove his point.
Yeah.
You put out this whole manifesto, and what do? You shoot 3 people,
innocent people,
because you're fucking trigger
so scared.
happy,
they're terrified.
Yeah, and that's how we are. We're terrified.
You know what? I think what we should do is what South Korea does. We need mandatory police service and military service in our country. Make everybody a cop. And then we can shut up about how easy it is to be a cop and how low stress or whatever we want to say. Make everybody cops for like 2, 4, 5 years. If 2-year mandatory cop service, and then you can phase out if you want, or make it your career.
I briefly had a fifth, but I cannot support the fifth.
All right.
The more I looked into it, the more I was like, no,
this is too. He's too much of an anti.
I thought the Unabomber for a second was a potential fifth, but then I saw he was like sending bombs to schools and things.
No, right.
I was like,
right. He lost the vision.
I think I liked like some of the philosophy behind what he was doing, but the execution was flawed.
No good.
You were going for the wrong things. You were turning people on you more than
Who would have thought he would be unhinged like that?
Well, what was interesting was the Unabomber. His lawyers wanted to make him plead insanity.
Yes, and
but
he was like,
fought,
"No,
he was
I'm
like,
not.
No, I'm not insane. I'm very sane."
Yeah,
and he got his lawyers fired.
Yeah,
he's
very
in prison
funny
for life. And
that
and,
aspect,
and a terrible person,
and
no justifying at all what he did.
Right,
but also interesting. Speaking of the Christopher Dorner attempt to not pay the reward, also the person that turned in Luigi. Apparently, I don't know where things stand now, but I know that there was like they were trying to not pay.
I didn't even realize they put out a reward for trying to get Luigi. I thought they found him.
That person's a villain. The one that turned him in, we say.
Yeah.
Villain.
He's part of the problem. Fascinating. I thought they had him kind of dead to rights because of the video.
But I go back and these are there are real heroes out there.
Yeah,
and they're just not getting anything done. And that's the truth. Like real hero. In my opinion, real hero.
Yeah.
At the inauguration for Trump too.
Okay.
That preacher that in front of them said to them, care for people
sure.
made him that's a real hero.
Yeah.
And we look at the results of that, and
where is he now?
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
Right.
It didn't make them afraid of doing any of the things they're doing at all. In fact, they've pretty much done the opposite of everything that woman pleaded with them to do.
Right.
However, Luigi, after that guy got shot, we saw these health insurance CEOs get a little scared.
They sure did.
There was some policy thing that was about to happen that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So that
real change.
You told us what language speaks to you. That's the thing. You've told us what language you listen to. You've told us what you hear.
This feels like victim blaming a little bit.
Let's see what happens. Let's see if anyone starts getting paid a living wage at any of these warehouses.
That will be interesting.
Let's see if Amazon warehouses start going down.
Oh boy!
Because here's the thing. I remember I read Malcolm Gladwell's book, The Tipping Point.
Yeah.
And one of the things that stuck with me the absolute most from The Tipping Point is they say that when a high-profile celebrity commits suicide, that more people like suicide spike.
Go up. Yeah.
And what he argues is because it gives permission.
Sure.
That the suicide in essence gives permission to people to commit suicide. And he describes it, and I think this was such a brilliant way to explain it. It's like if you're at a stopwalk, you're at an intersection,
yes,
and you've got the red hand stopping you from walking.
Right. And there's a whole bunch of people.
And you're just waiting there. And then someone comes and they just cross the street.
Yeah.
You might cross the street because that guy gave you permission to do the thing you wanted to do. Yeah. But we're like, well,
but who gave that guy permission? That's
who
what
gave that guy permission.
Right.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's why they're the tipping point.
Right.
They're the one that set the example.
Yeah.
So you see the Luigi. You see how much praise this person gets. You see the
copycats is a real problem.
But also it's like there are probably a lot of people who want to burn down the warehouse they work at.
Yeah.
Is this guy going to inspire them to do it?
Very well could. I'll tell you what Amazon and Jeff Bezos understood that Kimberly Clark and her empire does not understand. If you give them too much free time, they will come back to bite you. You got to just work them to exhaustion.
Should have paid a living wage. Should have paid a living wage.
Yeah, no more breaks. You're just working now. We'll put your bed in the warehouse. You sleep here. You eat here. This is it. Oh, boy. So, wait, who's your fifth?
I don't have a fifth.
You don't have a fifth.
We're stuck at 4. I don't know if you can.
You were contemplating Ted Kaczynski.
I contemplated it, and then I read about him, and I was like, no, I can't I can't support this.
Oh, that's wild.
I was wondering if there would be like a reappraisal of what he did, because it was the 90s. It was like, you know, like all these happened since shit got bad.
Yeah.
But Ted Kaczynski happened back when shit was good, so people were like, "Whoa,
whoa, dude!"
I was like, does this guy deserve a second look? And I was like, no,
no,
he does not. He does not. I didn't really know. You know, I was living in the
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Living in my own.
Well, and as you're going down this path, you got to kind of look at the history of it. So I can understand why you'd consider him, I suppose. But,
it would be good to have a fifth Avenger. Who's your fifth Avenger?
Well, the fifth Avenger is coming up.
Tell us in the comments.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, we
need some engagement.
I mean, the Avengers are happening. They're coming.
They're
faster.
assembling.
They're assembling. They're moving faster than ever.
They sure are. And boy, do we need them. Oh, that's wild. That's wild. Well, what an episode. That's a fascinating take.
That's a fascinating take. Come on.
Yeah.
Comment who the fifth Avenger is. Maybe you're the fifth Avenger.
Oh, no.
Maybe you're the fifth Avenger. Who knows?
Oh, no.
But, you know, again, I think before we go, I want to talk about like what makes you an Avenger.
Yeah, let's have some clear criteria.
Is you have to do something
that Josh
the
likes.
General public is in support of.
Yes.
That sends a message to the true villains of the world right now.
What's funny, I think.
That puts the fear. I mean, there was the I think the Cartier executive in 2015 says stays up at night worrying about like the poor revolting.
Yeah.
Well, we're seeing the start to the thing that keeps him up at night.
Yeah. For sure.
We want, you know, they've made our lives hell, and we like to support the people who make their lives hell. Our lives aren't quite hell enough for all of us to join in.
Right.
But the
few who
cracks,
hit it.
But the cracks are showing.
Yeah. That's true.
I'm scared. You know, I am scared of it going haywire.
Total purge.
I'm not safe here. I'm not in a safe place.
And no one's coming for you.
I remember during the when Derek Chauvin, the cop that put the knee on George Floyd's neck,
lawfully restrained. Yeah.
When the trial was happening.
Yeah.
So during the George Floyd protest.
Yes.
At night, I could hear them. I mean, I went out to them.
Of course.
I was a part of them.
He was in them.
I was
front of the line.
I was a member. But also, when I was just in my home, which is like, it says a gate protecting me.
Yeah.
I could hear around me the protesters like protesting and
right.
And I was like, if people like broke in here, I'm not that hard and I'm not that safe.
So were you hearing the peaceful breaking of glass in the shops or?
I wasn't. But what I do remember is that right before the verdict came out, I was like going out to eat and I saw businesses putting up wooden boards and I was like, oh shit. People are preparing for this to happen. Yeah. And I was sitting there watching. I was both rooting for him to be found guilty because he was guilty of his crimes.
Sure.
And because I didn't want to die.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just
I was sitting here
make it safe, please.
I was sitting here scared. I was like, please,
right.
please, for the love of God, for the sake of our sanity and our city and everything.
I was up in my ivory tower. Find him innocent. He did nothing wrong, and let it burn, baby.
You fucking piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. And on that note, I'm Josh Edelman. He's Tucker Carlson. This has been the Mormon and the Jew.
Bye.